I dagens globaliserade värld är förståelsen för handelns dynamik avgörande. DHL Trade Atlas 2025 belyser global handelstillväxt, nya handelsmöjligheter, förändrad handelsgeografi och geopolitiska spänningar. Rapporten ger insiktsfull fakta som hjälper företagare och beslutsfattare att optimera sina strategier i en snabbt föränderlig global miljö. Welcome, Gareth and Stephen.
Thank you very much.
Nice having you here.
Thank you.
From DHL. You have this beautiful Atlas Trade report with you today. What is the purpose of the DHL Initiative on Globalization at NYU Stern, and how does it contribute to understand the global trade dynamics?
Sure. Our mission as the DHL Initiative on Globalization at NYU Stern is to develop the academic world's most comprehensive set of data on the actual flows that take place between countries, so flows of trade, capital, information, and people. We've been actually doing this in collaboration with DHL since all the way back in 2011, so grateful to the support that we've had from DHL over all those years.
Yeah. And from our side in DHL, it's an honor and a privilege to work with esteemed academic experts like Stephen Altman here and his colleague Caroline Bastian from NYU Stern. Their expertise and extensive research has really enhanced our efforts to be able to understand the global trade dynamics. So it's a great partnership that we're very honored and happy to be able to work with together. Yeah.
So could you tell us a bit more about the Atlas, the Trade Atlas? What is it?
Sure. The DHL Trade Atlas is a report that we're publishing every 2 years. It's our deep dive on trade in goods specifically, and it complements our broader research on globalization, our reports that cover trade, capital, information, and people flows. Those are our DHL Global Connectedness report series, also every 2 years, and our DHL Global Connectedness tracker that we publish online every quarter. So this is the deep dive on trade in goods.
So how can companies benefit from using the Atlas?
Yes, businesses can benefit from using the DHL Trade Atlas by having access to extensive and valuable data and insights that have been pulled together with, as I say, a lot of extensive work behind it on global trade flows, on emerging opportunities, trade lanes for companies to optimize global supply chains. So a lot of insights to help them make informed decisions to support their growth and their own strategies in the best way possible.
The most recent DHL Trade Atlas concludes that trade continues to grow. Considering what we read in the media, that might come as a surprise, maybe.
Indeed. The headlines around tariffs, which is extremely topical today, decoupling and geopolitical tensions, all of that suggests or gives the perception that the world is turning its back on world trade or international trade. But the DHL Trade Atlas is based on facts and figures, and not the headlines. And the facts and figures tell a somewhat different story.
Yeah, I can elaborate there that, if we look at what's happened so far, we're actually still very close to a record high level of trade relative to the size of the world economy. There's been no retreat yet. And if we look forward, the analysis in the report indicates that the tariffs that are coming in from the United States are more likely to slow than to reverse the growth of global trade. And one of the main reasons for that is simply that the U.S. is really not quite as dominant in trade as it is in many other areas. So the U.S. share of imports currently stands at 13%, share of exports is 9%. So it's substantial, but the U.S. alone will not determine the future of global trade.
If we look at the EU and Asia, for example, what do you see there?
Actually, on the EU and Asia, one of the analyses that's in the report is about what we call the scale of trade growth. Often people focus just on how fast trade is growing in different parts of the world, and of course trade is growing faster in Asia than it is in Europe. But if you look in our baseline forecast at how much absolute growth is expected in different parts of the world, 34% is in East Asia and Pacific. Europe is very close behind with 30%. So even though Europe has a slower growth rate, there's actually substantial trade growth opportunities here within the EU.
And how can DHL facilitate international trade and foster growth?
Yeah, so DHL is a truly global company with an extensive network, extensive expertise. So we're able to support businesses from the whole full spectrum of company size, from small and medium enterprises to global companies. For smaller companies, SMEs, because we are in over 220 countries, we can support customers in their trade lanes, identifying new trade lanes, new flows, helping them with our local knowledge and expertise to grow their business, and also in the areas of customs regulations and compliance. It's an extremely complex area, and we have vast knowledge and expertise to support small companies that might be overwhelmed by all of those challenges and to help them navigate through that. And with the larger companies, we can of course help ensure that they stay agile, they're aware of the changing trade flows and the new opportunities, the growing markets, so we can support them as well in how they develop and grow. So this trade atlas, together with our network and expertise, is a great collaboration and partnership to really help our customers make informed, fact-based decisions to support their growth.
Well, good. I think you are very much needed in this situation with the global
you.
situation right now. Thank you for coming here to Order Business Forum's Web TV.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very
Hope
much.
you will enjoy Order Business Forum
Absolutely.
continuously.
Thank you.
Thanks.